The second generator of the Norachule power plant malfunctioned. No disruptions in electricity supply. Religious places opened for devotees. A body discovered at the Independence Square in Colombo. India moves to number 4 among the highest number of COVID-19 cases.
Hello there, very good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News on TV1. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Martin Satyanesan, starting off with a look at your lead story for this afternoon. The Minister of Power and Energy states that the second generator of the Norachule power plant has malfunctioned.
Spokesperson for the Ministry of Power and Energy, Suni Govardhanas, said that it would take about 5 days to repair it. Since the 10th, the second generator of the Norachule power plant was removed from the system temporarily. This was due to technical default in the steam pipe of the generator. We hope that this can be fixed within a week and get back to normal from next Tuesday. We would like to assure that there will be no interference or limiting on the supply of electricity.
Two officers attached to the State Intelligence Service were injured after they were run over by a defender in Bambalapitiya last night.
Police media spokesperson SP Jaliya Senaratne said the accident had occurred last night when the duo were travelling in their motorbike. The officers have been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. The driver was under the influence at the time of the accident and he was a law student.
Up next is a look at some of the views expressed regarding the elections in the political arena.
The government is oppressing the people through taxes. The voice of the people are silenced to police and military force. Many trade unions have joined with the Samiki Jana Balaveke by putting aside the deal politics of the UNP, and we will work towards victory at the general elections. Today the UNP supporters have felt that their party has no strength to develop this country. They cannot even manage their own party or its unity to contest at the election. The grassroots supporters are now of the opinion that there is no point in voting for such parties. The price of goods have skyrocketed and the government has no control over it. Today the migrant workers who brought in foreign earnings are accused. Before the election was announced, the SLPP said they would take 2/3 majority, and later they said 120 seats, and also they said they will go for a majority. Now we are equal. If we work together by the 6th of August, we will be able to form a government with Sajith Premadasa as the Prime Minister.
Sri Lanka Podujana Peramune Tunen.
Former Minister Mangala Samaravira has given the message on behalf of the SLPP to the UNP supporters that the UNP will face defeat. People's support to gain the 2/3 majority of the SLPP will be further strengthened from this. From one side, the UNP supporters as well as the UNP candidates are joining to strengthen the SLPP.
Kadoraking එනකොට අපේක්ෂකයන් අනිත් දොරින් පොට්ටුවට එකතු වෙන්න මේ රොක්වේ.
The National Water Supply and Drainage Board said water supply to several areas in Colombo will be suspended for 15 hours on Sunday, the 14th of June. The water cut will be from 9 a.m. till 12 midnight due to an upgrade in the existing pipeline systems under the Urban Development Project. Thereby, water supply will be interrupted for Colombo T, Colombo 3, Colombo 7, Colombo 8 and Colombo 10. The water board further said water supply to Colombo 1 will continue under low pressure conditions. Moving along, a woman was killed when a car fell into the Bulgoda River in south of Panadura.
According to the police, the deceased was a 28-year-old woman. The woman had met with the accident while travelling in a rented vehicle and the driver had managed to save himself. The police stated the driver of the vehicle has been arrested over the incident.
The student of the Sri Govardhanas University who was hospitalized after being injured was discharged from the hospital yesterday.
Pasindu Hirushan was able to enter the Faculty of Management of the University of Sri Govardhanas with an outstanding result at the GCE Advanced Level Examination in 2018. However, he met with a sudden accident a few days after he started his university life. He was injured when a tyre thrown by a group of students knocked on his head. Pasindu Hirushan, who suffered from severe injuries to his head, was immediately hospitalized. Yesterday, he arrived to his house after gaining full recovery.
In more local news, 223 Sri Lankans who were stranded in the Philippines arrived in the island yesterday.
According to a spokesperson at the Bandar Naik International Airport, the group of Sri Lankans arrived at the island last night from Manila, Philippines. Meanwhile, 2 Sri Lankan sailors from Narita, Japan arrived in the island today. They were subjected to PCR test at the BIA.
A body of a male has been discovered close to the Independence Square in Colombo. Police media spokesperson SP Ratna said the body was discovered around 7 a.m. today. The deceased is a 64-year-old resident of Rajagiriya. Colombo Chief Magistrate Lankans Ratna conducted a magisterial inquiry this morning. The body was taken to the Colombo morgue for post-mortem examination. Further investigations are currently underway. In local news, the remains of chairman of the Lanka Self-Employed Professionals National Three-Wheeler Federation, Suni Govardhanas, was brought to his residence at 1:30 this morning. The remains have been placed at his residence in Casmava.
My husband was killed not for talking on behalf of me or our children. He was killed for giving a voice to the people. Suni Govardhanas was 52 years old when he passed away. His final rites are to be held at the Casbava Public Cemetery on Sunday, the 14th of this month. The assault had taken place over an incident in which the finance company had confiscated a three-wheeler belonging to a member of its federation who had failed to settle a leasing payment. 8 suspects who were arrested over the killing of Suni Govardhanas have been remanded until the 25th of this month. The police said the 8 suspects are to be produced before an identification parole on the 25th of June. Suni Govardhanas was also contesting for the general election from the Colombo district.
The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in the country has risen to 1,877. A total of 8 patients tested positive for the virus yesterday. All the patients identified yesterday were sailors of the Sri Lanka Navy. According to the military spokesman, Brigadier Chandana Wickramasinghe, as of now 874 patients are from the Sri Lanka Navy. 28 COVID-19 patients recovered yesterday. Accordingly, this brings the total amount of recoveries to 1,150. The Ministry of Health stated that currently 716 patients are receiving treatment for COVID-19.